Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about mental health, my mental health. Um, I'm doing this video because a lot of men and boys that I know don't like to talk about it, and I know that it can really get to people. So I thought I'd open up about myself to see if I can help any of you guys, or if you guys want to open up to me or anything like that. So in the past year, a lot's happened. Um, I guess one of the main things that affects me the most is that I lost my big brother. Um, I'm not saying that that is a reason for my mental health, because it isn't, but I feel like it's affected me in certain ways that can't be helped. So when I first lost him, I fell under the depression, mainly because I didn't want to eat or anything, or like I kind of just like lost like that spark in me, and I didn't really want to do anything. So I thought, for my family, I'll go to the doctors, and they signed me off work for quite a while, and they they also put me on these tablets to try and help me, but I don't think they really helped too much. I don't think the tablets don't really do anything. They're more like for your mind, so you think that you're getting better, but like you're actually not. And then after taking them for like a month or so, I I stopped taking them because I didn't want to anymore, and I I felt a lot better than what I did when I was taking the tablets. So after I got signed off work, I was mainly just at home all the time, which wasn't helping. I was just like playing video games and stuff, but like trying to get my mind off the fact that I might be able to see my brother again, which was the hardest point for me. Because I from during that period of like taking the pills for my depression, and obviously losing my brother, um, I did a lot of stupid things. Like I quit my jobs, and like I kept on changing between them, and obviously getting moody at the people like who love me, and I I'm kind of glad that I did leave my job in the end, because I felt more stressed at the job that I was working with. I'm not going to say where it is or who I was working with, but the job that I was working, it built a lot of stress, and obviously with what happened, um, the stress and the depression just wasn't really like a good combination. So it was kind of like pushing me over the edge a little bit, and then having like bad thoughts and stuff. But yeah, I eventually got past it with like help from family, girlfriends, and all my friends. So when obviously the job was stressful, I quit obviously, and I'm actually working two jobs now, but I feel a lot more comfortable because I'm a boxing coach and a sports coach, and to where I was to where I am now with stress, I don't really have any stress except from bills, but I mean everyone has stress about bills. Is like I don't have to go to work and be like I don't want to go to work, and I think that's also a major factor in why I feel myself getting better with depression and stress, is because when I go to work, I want to be able to go to work. If like a job comes up and they say, Nathan, you're free for this, I want to do it. Whether with other jobs, and that's the same with anyone. If you're in a job that, if they offer you extra time at the job, would you say yes or no? If you say yes, then you might be in the right place. But if you say no, then you're not in the right place for you. Unless there's obviously personal reasons, but I think that's like a good sign to know if you're happy at a job. And I think I'm much more happier now with my jobs. So a lot of the stress has come down, and I think it's helped me with my depression and anxiety to the point. I think it's helped me with my depression and anxiety because there's less to be worrying or thinking about, if that makes sense to people. I just want to go into more detail about what helps and like what doesn't help, because a lot of people just say the same thing, like, oh yeah bro, I'm there for you, or you know, he wouldn't want this for you, he wouldn't want you to be moody or grumpy or depressed. And I just feel like the people who say, oh, he's in a better place now, or he wouldn't want you to be moody or depressed or anything, I just think that's just a waste of your breath. Not to be rude, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. Why would I want to hear that my brother's in a better place when it isn't a better place? There is no better place in my eyes. And everyone knows that I think that. His best place was down here with us. I don't understand why people would think that would help someone get past something. And saying that he wouldn't want you depressed, I mean, or no, he wouldn't want me depressed. But how would you know what he wants or what or anything? Why do you have to bring him up? Why do you have to talk about him? If I come to someone saying that I feel depressed or that I need help, yeah, we talk about it a little bit, but I want my mind taken away from it. I want to feel happier, not sadder. If that makes sense to anyone, then I guess you understand. But everyone who has lost someone like I have, like a brother or like a sibling, a nan, a granddad, a son or daughter, a mum or father, I think they'll pretty much agree. It's people saying they're in a better place or they wouldn't want you depressed doesn't really help. It just kind of makes it worse for people. Maybe differently if you believe in God, then that's a different story. But just like on a personal level with most people nowadays, it just makes them more upset and depressed and more stressed out and think about it more. So that's one of the things that didn't help. I mean, what helped me the most was distracting myself. So whether it be like going on a bike ride with the mates or just the support of knowing people are there in the correct way for me, because everyone deals with it differently, and the way that I dealt with it was accepting the fact that he was gone. I guess I just needed people to be around me, like the people who understand what it feels like, and you know what, they know how to like take your mindset away from it and, you know, show that your life can still go on without certain people. I think that's what helps me the most, and the people who they know who they are, obviously. What I think for most boys or girls nowadays, because it is for girls too, what if I had advice that I could give someone is try not to disappoint yourself. Don't think about anyone else, if you get what I mean. Try not to go below the level that you set for yourself, like making silly mistakes, or just remember to think about what you're doing and do you want to actually do it, if that makes sense to people. Just don't lose your own head. Think about what you do throughout every stage so you don't make any mistakes that you're going to regret. I think that's the best advice that I could give someone other than talking to them, is to always think about who you are and what you actually want to do. What I will say as well, if you know someone that's going through something, if is depression or anxiety, is don't push them. This didn't happen to me, luckily. Maybe a few people, but anyway, don't push them. Don't always text them. Be like, "You okay?" Never text someone asking if they're okay if they're going through something like losing a family member or a friend, because everyone knows that they're not okay. And I think that's one of the main things that got me as well. People asking me if I'm okay. No, I'm not okay. Why would I be okay if, like, I haven't gotten over it? Do you know what I mean? If you just lost someone, you're not okay. And I think that's the worst thing. So if I'd give advice to people who know people that are going through something harsh, don't ask them if they're okay. Because like 100% of the time, they're not okay. Maybe just pop up, "Hey mate, you know, what are you up to today?" Or just ask them maybe different things. Like if they're going to be doing something in a certain day, are they doing something to celebrate their lost member's life, or what are they doing? Are they just going to sit in the bedroom and do nothing all day? You know, do they need a shoulder to cry on or something? Or maybe it's just talking about, "Hey, look, you see what's happened with the newest game," or something. Just don't ask people if they're okay when they're going through something like that, because they're not. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there because I don't want it to get too deep, too personal, so I can feel myself getting even hotter than what it already is today. If you have any questions about the video that I may have missed out, or any questions, if you know someone, please do drop a comment or something. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be doing more videos like this in the future. And if you need someone to talk to, you can just hit me up in the comments or private message or something, and you know, I'll be there. Same with your mates and family members. Make sure to check up on them too if you are feeling like this. Even if you don't talk about it, just check up on other people too and see if they can help you. But yeah, that's going to be it. I hope everyone is doing good, obviously in the heat and with their mental health and everything. So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Give a comment if you need to. If not, don't worry. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.